What if I told you that you should stop trying to change your life? I mean, you may try to improve it, try to upgrade it, or even try to level up. Just stop trying to change it. Because the obsession with changing your life overnight is exactly why most people are still stuck in the same place they were 6 months ago. You've heard it all before. Wake up at 5 a.m. Hustle harder. Cut off everyone. Grind 24/7. And you may also be feeling overwhelmed by the transformations they sell on social media. Like before and after transformation photos, life-changing morning routines, overnight success reels. But here's the truth no one wants to say. Radical life change doesn't come from extreme action. It comes from controlled, boring, consistent decisions repeated long enough until it feels normal to you. And that's exactly why 6 months is enough to completely change your life, if you do it the right way. Hi ladies, welcome back to the Feminine Playbook. I'm so glad you are here. If you're new here, this is your space to learn how to elevate your appearance, wealth, energy, and presence as a modern feminine woman. 6 months ago, someone I know, let's call her Lexi, she felt completely behind in life. She wasn't failing dramatically. That was the problem. She was just average. Average fitness, average income, average discipline, average confidence. She scrolled at night, hit snooze in the morning, talked about goals more than she acted on them. Nothing was broken enough to want a change in her life. And yet, nothing was strong enough to build the future she wanted. She pretty much had nothing important happening in her life. She realized that her life felt worthless and unproductive. One random Tuesday, she made a simple decision. Not a dramatic one. Not a new year, new me speech. Just this. For the next 6 months, I will stop negotiating with myself. That was it. She didn't try to change her entire life in 1 week. She didn't quit her job to chase a dream. She didn't post a public announcement. She just quietly decided that for 180 days, she would keep promises to herself, especially when no one was watching. 6 months later, her body changed. Her income increased. Her confidence was different. Not because she found a secret hack, but because she stopped chasing intensity and started building consistency. And that's what this video is about. If you follow what I'm about to lay out, step by step, your life can look dramatically different in 6 months. Now let's break it down. The first step to changing your life in 6 months is brutally simple. 1. Stop focusing on goals. Start focusing on identity. Most people set outcome goals like, I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to make $10,000 a month. I want to start a YouTube channel. But the problem is that the outcomes can be delayed. And when results don't show up fast enough, you can lose your motivation. Instead of focusing on goals, ask yourself this question. Who do I need to become? Not what do I want to achieve. If you want to get fit, your identity is not someone who wants abs. It's, I am someone who trains consistently. If you want financial growth, your identity is not, I want more money. It's, I am someone who increases my value. For the first 30 days, your only mission is identity reinforcement. Pick 3 identities. For example, I am someone who keeps promises. I am someone who trains my body. I am someone who builds skills daily. Then every day prove it with small actions, not extreme actions. This is where most people sabotage themselves. They try to change everything at once. This leads to burnout. Burnout leads to quitting. Quitting reinforces the identity of inconsistency. You don't need 10 new habits. You need 3 non-negotiables. 2. Set your stage for success. Most people think they need more motivation to change their life, but motivation comes and goes. Your environment is what really shapes what you do every day. If your phone is beside your bed, you will pick it up in the morning without thinking. Not because you're lazy, but because it's easy. If your workout clothes are hard to find, you won't feel like exercising. If your room is messy, your mind will feel the same. Your surroundings quietly push you toward certain actions, so if you want a different life, you have to set up your space for the person you want to become. Make good habits easy to start and bad habits harder to reach. Keep your journal where you will see it, your water bottle on your table, and your workout clothes ready for the morning. Put your alarm far from your bed so you have to stand up. Remove apps that waste your time and keep your study area clean and ready. These are small changes, but they make a big difference because when something is easy, you do it more often. You're not forcing yourself to be disciplined. You're creating a life where the right actions feel natural, and that's what makes real change possible in 6 months. 3. Create a 6-month goal list. Now that you are clear about the kind of person you want to become, this is the best time to set your goals. Before, goals may have felt heavy because they were only about results. But now they are different. They are connected to your new identity. They are not just wishes. They are a direction for the person you are becoming. Think about the areas of your life that would make the biggest difference in the next 6 months. Could be your health, your income, your skills, your mindset, or your relationships. You don't have to fix everything. Just choose what truly matters to you right now. Once you choose your focus areas, turn them into clear and simple goals. At the end of 6 months, you should be able to say, "Yes, I did this," or "No, I didn't." For example, instead of saying, "I want to get fit," say, "I will work out 4 times a week and lose 8 to 10 kilograms," or "I will be able to do 20 push-ups without stopping." Instead of saying, "I want more money," say, "I will learn a valuable skill and earn my first extra $500. Clear goals remove confusion and give you something real to move toward. And remember, these goals are not meant to pressure you. They are just a guide for your journey. Think of them like a map. The goals are the destination, but your identity is the driver. By following this system, every day your job becomes simple. Be the person, show up, take small actions, and keep your promises. If you stay consistent, one day you'll realize you've reached your goal. Not because you chased it every day, but because you became the kind of person who naturally achieves it. 4. Answer these 3 questions. Take a quiet moment, bring out a notebook, and be completely honest with yourself. Not the version of you that wants to impress people, but the real you. The first question is, who am I becoming? This is not about what you want to have. It's about the type of person you are building day by day. Are you becoming someone who keeps their word? Someone who shows up on time? Someone who finishes what they start? Someone who takes care of their body and mind? When you are clear about this, your daily actions start to make sense because you are no longer guessing how to live. You are simply acting like the person you have decided to be. The second question is, what is currently holding me back? This part requires courage because it is easy to blame time, money, other people, or your situation. But most of the time, the real obstacles are hidden in your habits and your thinking. Could be procrastination, too much time on your phone, fear of starting, fear of failing, lack of consistency, or even the environment you are in. When you write these things down, they stop being invisible. You begin to see the patterns that slow you down, and once you can see them clearly, you can start changing them. The third question is, what does my ideal day look like? Not your dream vacation. Not a perfect day that happens once a year. A normal, repeatable, real-life day. What time do you wake up? What is the first thing you do? How do you spend your morning? When do you work on your goals? When do you rest? Who do you talk to? What habits are part of your routine? Your ideal life is not built in one big moment. It is built in how your regular days look. If your daily routine supports your growth, your future will naturally change. Because the truth is simple. When you design your day with intention, you stop living by accident. And when you repeat that design day again and again, you are not just planning your time. You are quietly designing your future. 5. Journal. Journaling is like a mirror because it shows you what really happened in your day. Most days pass quickly and we move on without thinking, telling ourselves we'll do better tomorrow. But when you sit down and write, you slow down and become honest with yourself. You see your progress clearly instead of guessing. Each night you simply look back and ask, did I live like the person I want to become? Not to judge yourself, but to notice your actions. You start seeing the small moments that matter, like when you stayed focused, kept your word, or got distracted. Once you can see these things, you can begin to change them. You also write down your small wins because even on a bad day there is always something you did right, and those little victories build confidence. Then you note where you didn't follow through, not to feel guilty, but to understand your habits and improve them. Finally, you ask what the day taught you, because every day has a lesson about your energy, your choices, and your environment. This simple habit builds awareness, and awareness gives you control. Instead of living on autopilot, you start making intentional decisions, trusting yourself more, and improving a little every day. And over time, that turns you into a completely different person. 6. The day-by-day non-negotiables. The day-by-day non-negotiables is where change starts to feel real. Every morning before your day gets busy, you write down your top 3 priorities. Not a long list that stresses you out, just 3 clear actions that match the person you want to become. If you're becoming someone who trains consistently, then your workout is one of those actions. If you're becoming someone who learns daily, then focused practice goes on that list. These 3 things are your daily promise to yourself. At night, you check your journal and review your day honestly. If you did what you planned, you build confidence because you have proof that you're changing. If you didn't, you don't beat yourself up. You simply learn what stopped you and prepare for tomorrow. Doing this every day creates a powerful cycle. Action builds proof, proof builds confidence, and confidence changes how you see yourself. You stop feeling like someone who is trying and start becoming someone who actually does. And that's when your habits, your choices, and your life begin to move in a new direction. If you're serious about changing your life in the next 6 months, I created something for you. It is a completely free 6-month life-changing workbook. And this is the exact system that turns everything we talked about today into a daily action plan. Inside it, you'll find these: a step-by-step identity builder, daily non-negotiable habit tracker, weekly reset page so you never fall off track, and a habit tracker that keeps you consistent even when you feel unmotivated. This is not another motivational PDF. It's a working document that walks with you every single day for the next 6 months. If you want the next 6 months of your life to look completely different from the last 6, grab it through the link in the description. Download it and start your day 1 today. 7. Change ineffective systems. If something in your life keeps not working, it usually doesn't mean you are lazy or lack discipline. Most of the time, it means the way you're trying to do it is too complicated or too hard. For example, if you keep missing workouts, maybe the plan is too long, the gym is too far, or you're unsure what to do when you get there. That's not a problem with you, it's a problem with the setup. When you fix the setup and make it simple, the action feels easier and more natural. So instead of pushing yourself harder, make things easier to start. Shrink the habit. If you want to read more, begin with 2 pages. If you want to exercise, start with 10 minutes at home. Prepare your space in advance and decide exactly when you'll do it. Motivation won't always be there, and that's normal. What really changes your life is having a simple routine that works even on days when you feel tired or unmotivated. In the end, it's not your best days that shape your future. It's what you repeat consistently. 8. The follow-through. Follow-through is what really shows if you are serious about changing your life. It's not about the exciting planning stage or the days you feel super motivated. It's about the normal days when you're tired, distracted, or not in the mood to do anything. Anyone can start when they feel inspired, but real change happens when you keep going even after the excitement is gone. When you still wake up to exercise, learn, or finish your tasks on boring days, you are building trust in yourself and proving that you are someone who keeps their word. Most of your 6-month journey will feel simple and sometimes slow. There will be many days when it seems like nothing is happening, and you may even doubt if your effort is working. That's completely normal. Real growth is quiet at first. Follow-through means you continue anyway. You repeat the small actions, stay consistent, and don't quit just because you can't see big results yet. The people who finish what they start are the ones who truly change. If you keep showing up for 6 months, not perfectly but consistently, your habits, mindset, and confidence will be completely different, and your life will not be the same. Remember that the next 6 months will pass no matter what. The only difference is who you decide to be when you get there. You don't need a perfect plan, more motivation, or the right time. You just need to start with one small promise to yourself and keep it today. That's how confidence is built. That's how your life begins to change for real. So don't just watch this and move on. Choose your 3 identities, take your first small action, and begin your day 1 right now. Don't forget to download the 6-month life-changing workbook. The link is in the description of this video. If this video spoke to you and you're serious about changing your life in the next 6 months, type 6 months, new me in the comments. I want to see who's actually committed, and I read the comments, so I'll be there supporting you. And if you have one identity you're working on, like, I am someone who keeps promises to myself, drop that in the comments too. Writing it publicly makes it real. And if you want more videos that push you, guide you, and keep you accountable on this journey, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because the next video might be exactly what you need on the day your motivation is low. We're not just watching videos here. We're building a new version of ourselves together. I'll see you in the next one.